And good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Meta HSE for yet another week of Rocket League action here on a glorious Thursday afternoon. My name's Chris the Average. Pleasure to join you as always, being joined by Midnight for once again more action. And well, we start off with a look at the New South Wales division with Bass High School taking on Holy Spirit College from Bellambi. Hopefully I've got that pronounced correctly.
Yeah, it'd be quite an exciting one, Chris, here between these two teams as we'll be diving into it. Hopefully, only like within a minute or so, hopefully. So Chris, coming into it, I'm very, very excited because again, we're reaching, I believe this is week 3 or 4, if memory serves me correctly.
Week 4. Yeah.
Week 4, there it is. It was one of the two. And this is kind of where teams, if they are wanting to, go a bit further, these are the weeks that you really have to start picking up the wins. So I'm going to be very, very interested to see how these teams are going to go. Are they able to work together? Because by week 4, you do kind of have to hope that the coordination, the rotations between teams like this are going to be mostly worked out.
Yeah, indeed. This is probably the point in the season where if you maybe lost a few games due to maybe not being used to each other's play styles, this is where it really begins to, well, it shouldn't really become an issue for these teams. So it'll be interesting to see how they will go today. Now, both teams, just by looking at how they've gone so far in the tournament so far, they're doing pretty well, I believe. Just let me check here. Looks like they're both 1-3 here, so an opportunity to try and improve into a 2-3 spot if they can make it through. But for now, we'll just have to see in this best of threes. The players are on each side of their pitches, and well, time ticks down and we're underway.
It's showtime, Chris. Let's find out what these two teams have got going for us so far. It does look like a good start for Bass High School. They are the ones who were able to get the control of the ball. Alpha did a really nice grabbing of the ball. They're not able to work it out, but it does mean, at least for now, that they are on the offensive side.
Yeah, Bass is on the blue side, Holy Spirit on the orange as they look to try and get an early goal here, but they won't be able to. Holy Spirit, Valiant Cucumber now just immediately sends one into the opposite corner. Has been placed well enough. Ellen's there to go for it, and here we go. Lennox comes through. He's able to slot it through the two defenders, and that'll be the opening goal of the Bass High School.
And look at this, the bait. They thought Cucumber was going for it, nips through it, and then Lennox is like, and all 3 members of Holy Spirit, I don't think they were ready for the fake out. So really good fake out there that does get Bass High School the first goal of the series, but will that goal lead into another? Because we both know, Chris, that one goal is far from a safety net.
Yeah, especially in meta where teams can just pull out miracles from the hat with pretty much no rhyme or reason. So let's see what happens in the next 4 minutes as Alpha Dog goes for it, but he just mistimes it there. Will allow a good chance of Holy Spirit to try and break out, but they just get caught in the midfield there. Will allow Cucumber now to set it up for Lennox, but well, Lennox just couldn't finish off the play. Now just dribbles into the corner here, but still mostly attacking pressure with this Bass side at the moment. No real defensive pressure coming out from their opponents from Holy Spirit, and well, this is pretty good for the blue side as well, they continue to just build up this attacking pressure. Holy Spirit able to just hold them out at the moment in the defense, but yeah, they're being a little bit quiet in trying to push out the ball. But Cucumber, that's a bit of a style play there, Midnight.
That was dirty. You can see he had it in his mind. He's like, all right, I just got to get the right angle it. There we go. Finds that flick up and pushes it in. And I must say, Bass High School, the way that they've been playing is very teamwork oriented. A lot of the time it's, that last goal, someone passes into someone else taking the shot itself. So it's really, really looking good for them in coordinating as a 3-man unit as they remove a player from the defensive side, and that's it does catch the side. That was a nice shot attempt by Alpha.
Yeah, it just goes off the work there for Alpha. Very unfortunate for him there as Cucumber looks to try and set one up. No one in the corridor to finish it off, however, so they're getting close, but they just can't get the final touches in the past few plays. They still hold that 2-0 lead though, which at the moment seems like it should hold them in very, very good stead as they just pick up the ball now, back in their own defensive half here. The first time in a fair while that the side of Holy Spirit have been able to get out of their own defensive half. just trying to keep it locked in here, but an unfortunate touch brings it back to their own backboard. Cucumber just sets it up for Lennox, who goes for a center play. Back to Cucumber, but he sends it a little bit too narrow there. Now Alpha trying his best to get the touch, won't be able to get past that three-man defense. Lennox just unable to really finish off that play, so Alpha is just going to board it into the corner. Cucumber, though, once again, seals it in the midfield here. Can he control it through? It's a nice little touch, and there we go. Underneath the crossbar, a 3-0 lead to Bass High School.
Yeah, and Holy Spirit, they have been scrambling for the defense here. As we've seen all game, they've just been sort of stuck on the defense. They haven't really been allowed to play the offensive side of Rocket League, and it's really hurting them now. 3-0 down. They've, I think, taken one shot at their goal so far, and as has been the last couple rounds here, Bass High School are going to be the ones with control of the ball and setting the tempo once again.
Yeah, Oil Yolo really the only player able to pick up that shot, and well, didn't unfortunately result in too much for his team, as there's still 3-0 down here, Holy Spirit, and Lennox probably puts the nail in the coffin there with some beautiful ball control, all things considered. Brings it to a 4-0 lead here for Bass High School, and well, they'll be looking to try and make their record a 2-2 in the next few moments.
Yeah, so far so good for them, Chris, but with a bit under 2 minutes remaining, it is looking a little bit difficult if Holy Spirit are to turn around game number 1. But remember, there is going to be multiple games there. But Lynx decides, yeah, no, game 1 is going to be going in the favor of Bass High School.
And he does it in Soul as well. Nice control once again. Gets the opportunity for the flip reset, but he just guides it to the ground, keeps control, and just sails it on in. So 5-0 lead, and yeah, this first game looking done and dusted here. Bass definitely outperforming their opponents at the moment, as they look to maybe add a 6, and well, that one was in pretty much from when he picked it up from the wall.
Yeah, the No Drive Lynx is doing damn well in this game so far. Very aggressive here. I mean, he's got 4 of the 6 goals for his team so far, and all of them have been really nice aerial ones. So it's really nice to see that the air control's coming into there. And Holy Spirit, they're looking like when the ball does get that high up, they're struggling to get the car control needed to get those kind of, full aerial contests.
Yeah, and that's just something that can only really come from skill and practice. So yeah, for Holy Spirit, they might need a fair bit more for that. Yeah, it just feels like Bass is probably that skill level above their opponents here. Yeah, this is, I mean, there's not really much else to say, is there? It feels like a bit of a mismatch, this game, and Bass is just really showing it here. They have the skills. They're looking quite well at the moment here. They probably lost to probably one of the better teams in the region to be at the 2-1 spot at the moment, as they give Cucumber yet another goal here. Now 7-0 the score with 53 seconds remaining. But yeah, it just, as I said, just feels like a bit of a skill mismatch here. And well, Bass, they're definitely capitalizing on it.
And Holy Spirit, there are still, like, I know I talked about it earlier today as well. Like, Dusk, you can do it! Oh!
No result just yet.
I got really excited for a moment. They're going to play offense, Chris. All right, we gotta let the moments of it as Dusk gets the ball once again. And what I was trying to say though is that Holy Spirit, yes, the game is not looking brilliant for them, but for the most part, yes, they are struggling with the aerials, and aerials are, if you're not, aerials take a while to learn. I still haven't learned how to do an aerial properly for the life of me, but they are still, their rotations aren't poor, but it's just they can't get up in the air to fight Bass High School on the same level as Dusk, trying once again to get an offensive turn. And I think Bass High School is now just like decided, no, we're playing defense for the rest of this game. Look at them. Yeah,
they're just toying with Holy Spirit at the moment here as time ticks away. Brazil probably not going to get scored on here today, so that's unfortunate, but a pretty dominant game coming out from Bass High School there. 7-0 to pick up game 1, as the Lennox will just eventually punt it into the ground, and they'll make that result official.
At 7-1, currently 1 game already taken down by Bass High School. You say toying with them. I think that's like, if anyone here plays basketball, it's the same as the mercy rule. You pull back a little bit and you let the other team actually get a go with a ball. So I'm all for it.
Look, fair enough, but I mean, I don't really play basketball. I watch a little bit of it, but I don't play it, unfortunately. So anyways, game 2 in this best of 3 here, and well, the lads from high school looking to try and just look to do what they did in the first game and just take the series out as quickly as they can as players join to their respective sides here. It is definitely looking very good at the moment here for Bass, and I'll tell you what, another nice 7-0 win here might put them in an okay spot to possibly try and catch up to the teams who are currently undefeated in the season as time kicks back down and we're underway. It's a fake out here, and is that a goal? Yes, it is, a Daily String.
Yeah. I don't know one of the weirdest kickoffs I've ever seen.
Yeah, we just got there was a double fake there. Daly just going a little bit late off the line, but it works out well for him because, well, the opponent opposite just goes for the full fake, no one there to follow up, and he just needs to punt it into the top left corner, and he does it well. So the early goal over to the side of Holy Spirit, but now they have to try and fight to keep that lead here. Lennox looking to try and quickly find the equaliser, won't be able to as Yolo just takes out the ball now, but Cucumber picks it up once again, drops it into the centre, but Dusk is there waiting for it. Lynx just merely steals the ball away, however, doesn't really have the play to go for an air play, so he's just going to reset. He fakes out one, but he can't fake out Daily Stringer, who keeps sending it back. Ball gets popped up here. Cucumber just waiting and waiting for the chance to go for it here, but they're being very, very patient here, Baz. They're taking the time, and here we go. Cucumber can't get it in. That is a very, very good save.
Yeah, a fantastic save there coming through, keeping the lead alive for the side of Holy Spirit, fighting like hell to keep the advantage that they got themselves on the first kickoff here. Yellow is, of course, peeling back the rest of his team, and getting a bit slower. I think... well, so far, Bass High School, their offense doesn't look nearly as strong as what it looked in the first game, but so far, hey, the Holy Spirit, they've got the goal up. They want to take that as the victory. I'll be happy to give it to them. That as air shot coming through. Is there any follow-up? Alpha decides just not to move.
Yeah, Lennox just loses control of the ball, and that made it a pretty easy save here, but he's going to go for a second bite, but Daily String just picks it up here. Oil just brings it into the midfield, but can't really keep control. Daily Strings will lose possession here as Lennox gets a nice 50-50 to go on it to the wall here. He leaves it to his teammates, but they can't get to it in time here. Stuff now picks up from the wall, but he loses control. Cucumber centers, and there we go. A nice 50 there for Alpha Dog. Taps it in, and that will be the equaliser with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Bass High School equalizing it up. 3 minutes left to go, and the first game I should say, told us quite a bit of what to expect. The second game has gone a lot slower, and the kickoffs are where things get a little bit crazy. Is anything coming from this one? Not really. Cucumber will be able to grab that one, setting it up for Lynx, who might just try and make another aerial play.
If just looking to try and set something up here, Cucumber just can't keep control of the ball there, so he's going to let it roll and pick it back up on the side, brings it into the penalty box, but once again loses control here as Lennox goes to the 1-2 off the backboard, but oh no, that is a double commit there. Pretty egregious one as well. If there's no interference from his teammate, Cucumber probably gets that goal straight into the net.
Yeah, but you know, if you really want to get involved with the play, so that's how you do it. There's another coming in, Dusk, not able to get that one. And with all 3 members of Holy Spirit having committed to that offense there, I'm not sure. Oh no, Cucumber misses the ball completely.
God, you just hate to see it, don't you? And that once again gives yet another lifeline here to the boys from Holy Spirit here by Alpha Dog. He gets a bit of a break, but Dust rotates back in time to pick up the ball. Oil also gets a demo there, but the attack continues on here, and well, Cucumber, he just leaves it to his teammate, but yet again, miscommunication coming out in spades here for Bass, as there's been multiple double commits, and we'd have to say most of them, if they're let to their own lonesome, probably result in goals.
Yeah, probably. It seems a bit weird as once again. Oh,
there we go.
There it is, the pass coming into the air. Finally, I think, Chris, that's what they were trying to do for the last couple of times, and it finally worked out because they still end up hitting each other in the air.
Yeah, it's a double commit, but eventually it results in the goal. Cucumber picks it up after what he should have got about a minute ago. That finally gives Bass the lead here, and well, they might just knuckle down now, just try to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. As that actually goes very close for YOLO, but just gets denied by the crossbar, and Lennox immediately goes onto the counter, puts onto the backboard. Cucumber will go up, touches the backboard. Lennox is there. Can he finish it off? No, he can't. He finds the crossbar as well, but Alpha Dog just waiting in the corner. Just a light tap there. Can't do too much with it, however. He's going to try and set up for a teammate as everyone seems to whiff the left, right, and center. YOLO doesn't, but he loses control nonetheless at the 1 minute remaining mark. Cucumber goes up. Can he finish off the play? He taps it into the center. Where's Alpha Dog? He's coming. He's coming. Oh, that was a perfect late touch there, and that gives him the 2-goal lead.
Baiting the defense in. Look at this. Slows it down. So both YOLO Ling and Dusk all overcommit for the ball, trying to block what would have been the standard play, and reads it well, holds it off a little bit there, getting the 2-goal advantage. Less than a minute remaining in this game, Chris. It's going to be a task for Holy Spirit to try and turn this one around. I'm not so sure they have it in them.
Yeah, it seems like it would have been a mammoth task for him. And well, I mean, they've done well in this second game, but unfortunately it's just not enough. Basts, they're definitely looking like the better team at the moment, and well, they'll get their results back to 2-2. And well, they'll be happy with that. Gives them a decent enough chance to possibly slip in to the finals, but as time ticks back away here, what we do know for sure is they have won the series, and they've won it quite convincingly as well. 2-0 here, dominant 7-0 performance in the first game, and then game 2, just a nice cruisy 4-1 performance to end the game. Lennox the final buzzer beater.
Yeah, buzzer beater there, making it a 4-1 in favor of Base High School, which of course means they will win it 2-0 in terms of game scoring. What a phenomenal showing from Base High School. Really good coordination, really good aerial ball control as well, which gets them the massive win. And as you said, now pushes their scoreline up and makes it a little bit easier for them to fight when finals start coming around later in the year.
Indeed, that's still a little bit while away. We still have about 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 6 more weeks after this to play through. But for now, we will have a break. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with our second game of the afternoon. That being St. Paul's taking on Glenunga. But until then, sit back, maybe get some dinner, and enjoy the music for the next 40 minutes.